Good morning. This is time for High Five Friday, and I hope you're going to have a wonderful, beautiful day. It's gorgeous here. Actually, we don't have rain today, so the people can catch up with their mowing. You know, yesterday I started Build Yourself an Ark. If you remember me telling you, the Lord spoke to me and said, build yourself an ark. And so I talked about that yesterday, how we can protect our family. And I was in my study this morning in prayer time, and the Lord spoke to me and he said, you have a book on that. I said, I do? I couldn't remember. I didn't remember that I had a book on it. And it's Gloria Copeland's Build Yourself an Ark. How did I forget that? It's been a long time since I've read that. It's, let's see, it's copyrighted in 1992. So it's not a brand new book, it's an old book. You might have it in your closet. And you know, Psalms 91, when we say 911, a lot of people think of the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers. But those that trust in the Lord think of Psalms 91:1. And there's the first part is what we do. That's our part. He who dwells, I dwell in the secret place of the Most High, and I abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I say, Lord, you are my refuge and you are my fortress. It's you, in you that I trust. And then from that point on, from 3 to 16, that's God's part. Everything that he will do. And when the Lord showed me as I'm building an ark for my family, for anything that's going to be coming up, I'm going to say, for then he will deliver us from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. Then he will cover us with his pinions, and under his wings we shall find and trust and find refuge. And so make it, you know, when you're praying, and you're praying protection over yourself, don't forget your family. And if you remember Noah, how long it took him to build an ark, in chapter 6 and 7, it took him, of Genesis, it took him 100 years to build an ark. It wasn't a one-time thing. It wasn't, oh my goodness, I forgot, I'm supposed to do that, and tomorrow it's going to be the flood. It took him 100 years. And don't think it was going to be easy, because those were the days of the giants. There was giants, there was Nephilim, the fallen angels had made a pact. A bunch of them that went on Mount Hermon. They made a pact to leave their spirit body and become a mortal body. And they mated with the women, and it began the lineage of the giants from that point. And so everything was bad. And you know, and I think it's verse 8. You know, God, chapter 6. And you know, God said, "Oh, I'm sorry I ever made this. I'm gonna flood the earth, and I'm gonna just start over again." And then verse 8 says, "And Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord." In Hebrew, the rabbinic say that says, Noah ministered to God's hurt. How would you like to be the one that is famous for ministering to God's hurt? How Susan ministered to God's hurt and saved her family. How Carol ministered to God's hurt and saved her family. How Rachel ministered to God's hurt and saved her family. And you know, I like, I haven't read this for a long time, so I'm going to be going through reading it again, underlining, highlighting, because God spoke to me to build an ark, and we're going to do this all together. And here she says in page 58, I don't want to scare you. I do not want to be, but I do want to be honest with you. In the days ahead, you're going to see a great deal of trouble in the world around you. She was writing this in 1992. Things on this earth are going to get worse, just like it did in Noah's day. The darker will get darker, and the light will get brighter. Jesus himself compared to the end time age, to that generation, he said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. There's something we need to learn about Noah. He obeyed God. He saved his entire family. And the lineage comes from that point on. God bless you. Bye-bye.